we're going to go to the movies right now. There's a brand new movie coming out, opens on Friday, and Jake Gyllenhaal stars in it.
Oh,
Naomi Watts.
Talented actors here.
Chris Cooper. A lot of cool stuff. It's a fun movie. Well, it's a fun movie because it's sort of a thoughtful movie, and it's like something I've never seen before. It's called Demolition.
Dear Champion Vending Company, this letter is in regards to vending machine 714 located in St. Andrews Hospital, which should have given me peanut M&Ms. Regrettably, it didn't.
The machine over there, my candy's stuck.
It happens sometimes.
I found this upsetting as I was very hungry, and also my wife had died 10 minutes earlier.
She's gone.
Maybe I should start from the beginning.
Okay, so this is very unusual. That's right. This guy's in a terrible traffic accident, car accident. His wife dies. He's trying to get like some M&Ms or something out of a machine. He's like, his mind is not quite right because of this total disaster. He's writing a letter to the vending machine company. He's trying to get feeling back. He can't understand why he's not feeling emotion over the loss of his wife. Chris Cooper is telling him that he has to tear apart his life to start rebuilding his life, and that's how he could regain his emotions. He ends up in a relationship with Naomi Watts, and she has a son that helps him repair himself. It's a cool, complicated story. And when I talked to Jake Gyllenhaal, he talked a little bit about when he was a kid. He remembers writing a note to a company.
When I was a kid, I wrote a complaint letter once, but I write all the time. I love to write handwritten notes. I think I'm old school, you know? I believe in that. I believe in the energy of something you write moving to someone else, and I also love emails, and I love that form of communication. I love all forms, but I think that I think actually writing something down is an expression in itself that should be brought back and should be taught in schools as a way of dealing with or interacting with people.
I think that's right, don't you?
He's a very intellectual person.
Yeah.
He's the type, I met him one time in my life, and he was very reserved, very demure, and everybody else is out there having a blast, like going kind of crazy. And he was the laid back, just kind of taking it all in. He's got a lot going on up there.
Yeah, he's thoughtful, and he's a big cooking fan too. He reads cookbooks like novels. So if you like cooking, you're talking to him about food. I mean, he's into that, and when he talks about writing, he's about talking about writing heartfelt things. He's not talking about learning how to do cursive and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's great. So Chris Cooper's in this movie. I love Chris Cooper. He's done a lot of great movies, and he's a real together guy also. And he reflected a little bit about working with Jake.
That first time, Jake was about 16 years old. We did a film called October Sky and played his father. He and his pals in that film, they were just, and he among them was just a sweetheart. And I dare say a little naive about the business. I mean, but he comes from a writer-director family, Naomi and his father, and of course his sister. All in the business, but he was just getting his feet wet and turned out a really sweet, nice performance. And then the second time we worked together was in Jarhead. He became a man over that period, young man, and he's made really great, strong choices. He's grown in his technique and his talent.
I love Chris Cooper too. His dad was a medical doctor, a physician. So when he became an actor, in the beginning, he was like, I don't know, that's really a cool idea.
Yeah. And now look at him.
Great career. So he's talking about Jake growing up and how much he grew up and how great he was. So Naomi Watts is talking about sort of the same things because she's working with Judah Lewis. That's her son, plays her son in this movie. And so she talks a little about working with the new generation.
These children, they're so fantastic. I feel like I didn't always, or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's just better material. I feel like they're really good lately. I've come across such good talent. He was really committed to what he was doing. He just really cared. And, a lot of it comes to do, it's about the families they come from and how serious they are about it. But, allowing their kid to have fun, but not just sitting there on a, electronic device in between, that they actually have some feeling about what they're doing.
And of course, she's feeling this right now because she worked with this young man named Judah Lewis, and he's not a little kid. He's at that age where he's growing up right now, but he's a good actor, and he's just now getting exposed to things like red carpet and all that kind of stuff. Like this film was the opening film for the Toronto International Film Festival. They call it TIFF. So he had a chance to walk the red carpet and get all that hey, hey, hey flashbulb things, and this is his reaction.
It's crazy. It's funny to me. This side of it, because this side of it, it's so huge and it's so glamorous, and I feel like this is the side that the outside world sees, and the outside world doesn't see, the like shooting all hours of the day and night, and like, you're being on 4 hours of sleep for a month and a half, and like this really gritty side of it when you're filming. And it's interesting though, because it's so funny to see this flip side, which is, very huge and big and glamorous, and yeah, it's fun.
Not precocious at all.
No.
Reminds you of a young Leo DiCaprio a little bit, but really good kid. And this movie's directed by the same guy who did Dallas Buyers Club. So if you like that movie, that it had some good feeling to it and a sense of humor on the dark side, it's very good.
It should be a good one. Definitely have to go check that
Demolition.
one out.
And don't forget Star Wars. You can buy a Star Wars, the new Star Wars now.
Yes,
DVD.
it's also out.
Yeah.
All right.